Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video we are taking a look at Ninjago Crystalized set number 71768, Jay's Golden Dragon Motorbike. This is one of the most recent Ninjago sets coming out alongside the rest of the Ninjago Crystalized wave, and this one is actually the smallest of the wave as well, retailing for about $20 USD and containing only 137 pieces. The goal for today's video is to discuss this set in detail, talk about things that I liked about the set, talk about things that I didn't, and overall just give my honest thoughts on this set as it is. The main thing that you build in this set is one of the trademarked oversized motorcycles that Ninjago is kind of known for, but there are a few other things in this set as well that kind of add to the overall play value of the set itself. Starting off with the box, here we have the packaging, and very small box this go around. I love the artwork of the Crystalized sets, and this guy is no exception. And here we have the back of the box, just kind of showing off some of the finer details of the set overall. And moving right along to minifigures, here we have Golden Dragon Jay, the first minifigure that you get in this set. This is the very first time that I'm taking a look at a Golden Dragon minifigure on the channel, at least physically in hand, and I gotta say, these guys in person, this guy packs quite a bit of a punch when you're just looking at him in hand, and I think overall the Golden Dragon Ninja are really awesome in terms of a design. In terms of Jay's colors, he uses gold, obviously enough, and a transparent yellow as his primary color. There is some blue in there as well, a little bit of blue back here with the Technic axles that sort of hold the wings in place, but you also have some blue on other parts of the body as well, including the torso and the leg print, and on that face as well. Blue, though, is not Jay's primary color this time around, and I can see some Jay fans not really liking that all that much. Having a Jay figure that is more yellow than blue, I can see how that would turn some Jay fans away, but overall, I think the colors on this guy are pretty spectacular. I love how the gold is sort of glossy and shiny. That's a nice touch, and of course the wings, you can move them around. You can get a couple of different poses out of this guy in terms of his wingspan. Quite massive as well, obviously compared to an actual minifigure. You can see how big those wings are, same ones that are used on some of the Evo dragons from Core. Speaking of things being reused from Ninjago Core, Jay's face as well is reused from his Core Spinjitzu spinner. Not sure what you would call that figure, but that is the same face right there used on Core Jay, at least in terms of those spinner sets, and I don't mind that per se. I think it fits the Golden Dragon Ninja. I almost wonder if that face was originally designed for this figure, but then was used on Core Jay as well. I also like that printing. Again, the blue kind of bleeds into the legs there, which are also transparent. Same deal with the arms. The hands are kind of an interesting color. Not sure how to feel about those hands being used there, but I also like the shoulder armor, and overall, the Golden Dragon Ninja I think are pretty cool. I plan on doing another video in the future taking a look at all of them together, so I guess I'll talk more about them once we actually make that video specifically. But right here in terms of Jay, I like Golden Dragon Jay as a minifigure. Can't really go wrong with this figure right here. And also really quick, I do want to show you how light can pass through the figure. Just bringing in a flashlight really quick. Look at how the figure captures and picks up light. If you can somehow display these guys with light shining from behind them, I would recommend doing just that. Also, in terms of minifigures, you do get a bad guy figure in this set. This is a Venge-Shown Warrior, and we've taken a look at these guys before on the channel as well in other reviews, and my thoughts on these guys have not really changed. They are still really cool in terms of a color scheme and also their design. Can't really go wrong with these Venge-Shown guys overall, and you do get one warrior in this set, and he has a crystal sword, which I'm also quite fond of. I like these guys overall. I just don't really have that much else to say about them. They are definitely fine villains, but that's going to pretty much do it for this guy right here. And this really isn't a minifigure, but you do get this in the set as well. This is one of those crystallized spiders, and I like how this guy looks quite a bit as well. He's got crystals coming out the back of him. I like how that's built. He's primarily gunmetal gray, and he has some legs here just built with Exoforce arms that you can pose around and whatnot. If you wanted to have him all curled up like that, you can totally have that look going. Otherwise, yeah, crystallized spider. Not too bad. He's got one eye in the front. Interesting little build. Very simple build. You could easily make like an army of these guys if you really wanted to. And I like how he's included in this set. I wish we could have seen a couple more of these guys in other sets this wave as well. But I think this is the only one that you get here. Not too bad of a build. Guess it kind of counts as a character. And yeah, it's a nice little small inclusion to have on the side. And here we have the actual Golden Dragon motorbike itself. And I gotta say, in terms of oversized bikes for Ninjago, this one is kind of repetitive. I mean, we've seen oversized bikes before. Nothing too new. I wouldn't say that this is one of the better oversized bikes out there. It is interesting though in terms of its construction, the colors, how exactly it looks on a shelf. I will say it's kind of unique. I'll give it that. But in terms of oversized bikes, we've seen them before. We've even seen oversized bikes for Jay before specifically, so this guy doesn't really bring anything new to the table in my opinion. However, it does look nice with the Golden Dragon Jay kind of situated in there, but of course you can remove him. And I will say, removing the minifigure doesn't really do the bike any favors, because once Golden Dragon Jay is removed, that's what you're left with right there, as it skids across my desk there. That's what you're kind of left with. And in terms of a bike, yeah, it doesn't look all that great. I will say I'm kind of like immediately jumping on it. It's not that bad. It's a fine little bike for Jay. It does have some unique things about it. It just doesn't look all that special to me. I will say the cockpit design is kind of interesting. Jay just kind of stands in there. Obviously, he's not really going to fit anywhere else, but I do think that the dragon wings add a lot to the bike. And when you take the minifigure away, that, I guess, wow factor is kind of just gone. Plugging Jay back into there, if I can get him in there. There you go. Yeah, the wings do a lot for this bike. The wings actually make it look like a golden dragon, especially combined with that dragon head in the front there. That looks like a proper golden dragon motorbike. But when you take Jay away, yeah, that luster is kind of lost there. That wow factor just no longer exists. But the bike itself, it's totally fine as a bike for younger kids to play with. You can move it around if you want. Obviously, it rolls really well. The back wheel's nice. We've seen that design a lot before. And it does have a kickstand, which is nice. On the other side of the bike, you can see that there is this piece right here. It kind of can move up and down. That is a kickstand right there. You can actually adjust that if you want. The bike will rest on that, and if you wanted the bike leaning a little bit, just move it forward. The bike can lean like that now, and if you wanted it up for play when you're actually rolling the thing around, all you got to do is tuck it up like that, and now the bike can roll freely without scraping the kickstand around the ground, and I think that's actually quite nice there. Colors are nice too. You have a nice blend of gold, a little bit of blue in there as well. Not a whole lot of transparent yellow, but you do have some up there with that dragon head. And this entire mechanism right here can flip up as well if you really wanted to do that. Not really sure what you get with doing that though. There's not like missiles underneath or anything. Maybe it's just like a chomping feature, like the dragon head can like chomp as the bike is rolling or something. I have no idea. Sticker used on the front right there. There's also some stickers used for either side of the cockpit as well, and those don't look too bad either. I don't think like design wise this is a bad bike. It's just that we've seen oversized bikes before, and this guy doesn't really bring anything new to the table. I do like how there's lightning shooting out the back. That's nice. And again, it's a nice golden dragon-esque bike. I also like these textured pieces on the side, but I find myself struggling to come up with anything to say about it. I mean, it's just a bike. If you've seen oversized bikes for Ninjago before, you've seen this one. There's not really a whole lot else that I can say about it. I do like the handlebars. They're silver. You can adjust those if you want. There's not a whole lot else that you can do for posing things around. These blades you can move a little bit, I guess. If you wanted like some different looks out of it, you can do that. But honestly, yeah, I find myself not really connecting with this set all that much. Maybe it's just because this is more of a play set as opposed to a display set. I don't know. There's just something about this. Can't really find myself connecting with this. Maybe this one wasn't really for me, but it is a smaller purchase, and I do think that this set is worth it for collectors because you do get the Golden Dragon Jay minifigure, which again, just plugging that guy in there, that is the best look right there with him actually in the bike. That looks decent. That looks good. However, for me, this guy is going to be on the minifigure stand 99% of the time, so I'm never really going to see this look unless I buy 2 Dragon motorbikes or 2 Golden Dragon Jays, and honestly, it's not really worth it at the end of the day. Now, really quick before we get into my final thoughts on this set, here we have the leftover pieces. Not a bad selection of spare parts, if I do say so myself. And here we have the very dull and very bland looking instruction booklet, but honestly, who cares about the instructions? Let's get to my final thoughts on this set. So to wrap up my thoughts on Jay's Golden Dragon motorbike, do I think this set has good value? Honestly, yes and no. You do get an exclusive figure in the Golden Dragon Jay minifigure, so I think from a collector's standpoint, you do get some decent value here in that exclusive minifigure, but honestly, aside from that, from a collector's point of view, there's not a whole lot else here that would interest me. If this set did not have the Golden Dragon Jay minifigure, I probably would have just passed on this one, to be honest. As a Ninjago collector, this set is not really for my demographic. Instead, this set is primarily for the younger fans of Ninjago, the younger audience that actually wants to play with this thing. And in terms of a play set, this one is very good for 20 bucks. The bike itself, despite not having many action features, is a fun vehicle to roll back and forth. And for a younger Ninjago fan out there who has a limited budget, I think this set is worth getting because again, you do get Golden Dragon Jay. That's going to be a lot of fun to play with on his own, but the bike itself, along with some of the bad guys that you get in here, you could have a nice little good versus evil battle going on here. So I don't think this set can be labeled as a good value set or a a bad value set. Instead, it kind of depends on what type of Ninjago fan you are. I'd say buy this set if you want the Golden Dragon J minifigure, or if you're just looking for a small little desk toy maybe. If you're an older fan like myself, I'd say go for it. It's not that bad of a set, but it doesn't really stand out to me as something special as much as I would have liked it to. But overall, guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts on Jay's Golden Dragon Motorbike Ninjago set number 71768. Feel free to leave a comment down below discussing what you think about this set, and of course, let me know what you thought of the video itself. Obviously, this was not trying to be a professional LEGO review, so keep that in mind. But I hope you still enjoyed hearing my thoughts on this set regardless. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff. More reviews are going to be coming very soon, so be on the lookout for those, and I will talk to you guys again in the next one. Peace.